Real estate contracts. What happens if a buyer withdraws? Withdrawing from a property deal is not just a decision, it's a legal position. In real estate transactions, once an agreement is signed, both parties are bound by its terms. A buyer's withdrawal may be treated as a breach of contract, depending on the conditions agreed. The starting point is always the contract itself. Most property agreements include clauses on deposit, termination, and default. In many cases, if a buyer withdraws without a valid legal basis, the seller may be entitled to retain the deposit and, in certain situations, pursue additional compensation. This is supported by Federal Decree Law No. 5 of 1985, Civil Transactions Law, governs civil and commercial relationships, providing the legal framework for contracts, obligations, and liabilities. It ensures that agreements are binding and must be performed in good faith, requiring parties to act honestly and fulfill their commitments. The law also outlines remedies for breach of contract, including termination and compensation for damages. When compensation is claimed, courts assess the actual loss based on principles of contractual liability and harm. However, not all situations, such as withdrawal from agreements, are treated equally, as outcomes depend on the specific terms and conditions of the contract. If the contract includes conditions precedent, such as financing approval, due diligence, or regulatory clearance, the buyer may have a legitimate right to exit without penalty, provided these conditions are properly invoked. This is where legal positioning becomes critical. Was the withdrawal justified? Was notice properly given? Were contractual procedures followed? Because in practice, how a party exits a contract often determines the legal and financial consequences. At Lex & Strategy Legal Consultancy, we advise clients on navigating real estate obligations, from contract analysis and risk assessment to pre-dispute strategy and negotiation. Because in real estate, it's not just about the deal, it's about how you protect your position. Act early, position strategically. Lex & Strategy, legal clarity, strategic outcome.